as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Najee Harris. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Rodgers' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Well, Charles, before the game, we were talking with him and said, hey, you know you're close to 65,000 career passing yards.
I know.
How
did you do that?
He just kind of smiled and walked away, but he just passed that number, 65,000 career passing yards.
I always get a kick out of it when they don't want to talk about it. But if you had said a number that was incorrect,
he
would have corrected you and then said, but I'm not really thinking about it.
Congratulations, Noah. Now just 5,000 away from 70K. Unbelievable. A gain of 3, second down. On the give, this is Harris. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
A give to Harris. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And that is no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down. This defense for the Steelers, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for them to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for them to escape the pocket and run.
A big play that time on the catch and run. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
No sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
This one complete to the running back, Lindsay. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's going to leak out of the backfield to his right and then angle his way up the field. And a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
They'll run here with Dillon. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Ebron with it over the middle. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now Rodgers. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
On first down, McFarland. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell good with the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Cameron Sutton. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six for a Steeler touchdown. So call off the pick six.
Everything looked right. It looked like it was in their favor. Returned it for a touchdown, as you just described. But instead, the penalty for interference nullifies everything.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Watson now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. They'll run for it with Dillon. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Watson. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter. They'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They'll run on 1st down. McFarland, and inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, McFarland. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the former Rice Al Boswell puts this one through in his return to Houston. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get... Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Harris to return it. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Fresh off the pick 6, it's Watson. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there, to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Here's Harris to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Micah Fitzpatrick. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. On 1st down, Harris. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll get this quickly out to Claypool. Touchdown! Chase Claypool in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Boswell good with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Here's Harris to return it. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Here's Harris to return it. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Watson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Again, McFarland. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 44 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They hand this off to Harris. Oh, he pulls over it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Harris. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Najee Harris with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers offense, they continue to pour it on. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will extend this big lead.
37. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here's Harris to return it. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Texans send the punter out, and surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just a...
There he goes, right side.
146 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
One of the reasons that this team is on this win streak, big runs like that.
When you see runs like that broken off, you know this is a team that's confident running the football. A big reason why this streak has occurred, they've come together, had a plan, and stuck to it. And when you get big-time runs like that, it makes it easier to stay with it, doesn't it?
Now that sends them 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
On the give, this is McFarland.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
And, Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound.
Here we go. Here we go.
Right.
13. Check 13. Over.
McFarland again.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
So tack on 3 more, though this, it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. From the 50, it's Watson. He gets it complete to Harris. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Now it's Watson. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Watson on 1st down. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 7 yards to pick up there. Working with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Dillon. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. They run once more with Dillon. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down. And we'll go the other way with the football. The Texans tried it, but they come up empty here on 4th. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They begin the drive with McFarland. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That hold coming from the middle of the line, the center.
And it's difficult for him because sometimes you've got people right over